Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Let's Talk the Talk, and I'm your friend and your girl Sonia. So today we are going to talk about food. Okay, so we all talk about eating the right food, feeding our body the right nutrition. Why do we do that? Now we do that so that we don't fall sick often, right? We do that so that when there is pollution outside, when we go out, we don't fall sick. Or if someone else is sick, our body should have a strong immunity so that we do not catch the infection. Now we talk about all of that. I'm going to talk to you about feeding your brain, your mind, the right food. Okay? So what is thinking? Thinking is exercising your thought process consciously. So every day, whatever you think, whatever you do, it defines who you are. Now, what is thinking positive? What is thinking negative? This new year, let's bring in one change. Let's start by feeding our mind the right thought. Let's get started. So, do you remember the last time you told any of your friends, your acquaintance, your relative, any of your family member that think positive? Everything is going to be fine. Now, it's very easy to tell people that they need to think positive. Think about this. When you tell people to think positive, and now when you are faced with a similar challenge or any other difficulty, what happens? Even without realizing, the negative thoughts set in. We don't want them to come in, right? But they do eventually, right? And we start thinking, how is it that I'm going to do this? Let's think about an upcoming interview of yours. You think, how am I going to do it? There are 20 other people applying for the same position. There are 20 other people who are more qualified, right? So those thoughts that come into your mind, they make you feel uncomfortable. Now, what do I gauge as a negative thought? Any thought that comes to your mind that makes you feel ill at ease, that makes you feel restless the moment that thought comes in. The moment you feel uncomfortable with a thought, that's a negative thought. So, what do we do about it? What are negative thoughts? Okay, let's talk about what are negative thoughts. There are many, right? Thinking bad about someone. Let's say someone wronged you and you start blaming that person. Oh my God, you know what? I really wish that person can have a pebble in his or her shoe, can trip or fall over, something really bad should happen with that person. Oh my God, I hate the lying guts of that person, right? We do that. We feel sad for someone. Something really sad happened. We feel sad. We feel vengeful against someone. We criticize people. Oh my God, look at the dress that person is wearing. Oh my God, look at the lipstick that she's wearing. Oh God, God knows what is she wearing. Or what is that person doing? Oh my God, that's such a menial job. I earn more than that person. Oh my God, that person's job is worthless. Oh my God, that person didn't even study enough. He's just a 12th pass, he has just done his graduation. He hasn't even done his master's. Imagine the comparison that comes into your mind that makes you feel mighty and that makes you feel that others are nothing in front of you. That's a negative thought when you get into comparison to make other people feel worthless. That's negative. Blaming someone for the situation that you are in. Let's say you are in a relationship. Your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your partner in your marriage leaves you and go away. You start blaming them for everything in your life. Oh my God, my life has turned upside down. It's topsy-turvy. Nothing is working out. I'm ruined. I'm never going to find love again in my life. You get fired, from a job. Oh my God, I got fired. Maybe I'm worthless. They don't need me. I'm not good enough. I'm never going to find a better job. You start blaming everyone else. You start feeling worthless. That is a negative thought. So I'll give you an example, guys. So let's say you have a digestive disorder and you go to doctor. Now the doctor, the very first question he asks you if you have a digestive disorder is, what did you eat? What was the last food that you had? They ask you to check your diet and change your diet. They say, okay, for the next couple of days, don't eat this food. Eat something healthy, eat something light, so that your body doesn't go through that pressure of digesting something heavy, right? So similarly, when your brain is clouded with negative thoughts, you need to take a step back, calm down. Calm down. You need to change the narrative with yourself. Okay? Now, I'll give you an example. Okay, so I had my share of failed relationships. Now, when a man walked out of that relationship, I did not think that, oh my God, he's an awful person. Oh, I'm so worthless. Maybe I was just not good enough, maybe I'm not beautiful. He might have found someone else more prettier, taller, fairer, with longer hair, with, better sense of dressing, or maybe, I'm just stupid. See the kind of dialogue that, I'm having with myself. Can you relate to it? Have you, my viewers, have you gone through a similar situation where you start blaming yourself or you start blaming the other person? Now, it's high time that you change that narrative. So what I started to do is I started to ask myself, what is it that I could have done better? What is it that I could do better? I would need to start working on myself. It's okay if this relationship failed. This person had a role in my life. He played that role, he's out. Okay, that doesn't mean his life ends there or my life ends there. My job, I got fired from that job. This job is not the last job. I have a skill set. I would reflect on everything that I have done right. I would look at everything that I've achieved, I've learned in that last role of mine, and to see how is it that I can implement, I can put it in my resume and enhance it so that I'm ready for the next job. Because if I am going to the next job with a mindset that I'm not good enough, I'm useless, I'm worthless, I'm not able to do what needs to be done, I am going to carry that same negativity to the next job, and that is a very vicious cycle. The thought of negativity, of you not being good enough or of your partner being not good enough, that negativity is something that is on your mind, and you carry it to the next person, to the next relationship, and then you are like, okay, even this failed. I don't know why, what's wrong with me? There is nothing wrong with you. There is just one change that you need to bring. That is the change in the narrative, the dialogue that you have with your mind. So one thing that I do is, let's say I lost one of my jobs. It's not now, long time ago, I lost a job. Now I started thinking that what is it that I learned from this that I can carry forward to my next job that would be helpful to me, that would be helpful for me to show that I am bringing something in to the table, that I'm offering something valuable. Ask that to yourself, reflect on it. Guys, I want you to do something for me this coming week. Whenever you get time, sit down with a pen and paper. I want you to write down everything that you can remember that you achieved in your life. It could be as small as you learned a new language. Okay? It could be as small as you lost that, 10 pounds of weight. You stopped eating sugar, you quit smoking, you quit drinking. I started growing my hair again. See, those small little things, it doesn't mean anything to anyone, but you think about it. That's an achievement because you thought of it, you put in your effort into it, and now you are doing it. I want you to write down your achievements, and I want you to look at it and think, how much have you achieved in your life? Now, when you do that, give a pat on your back and tell yourself this is not the end. There is so much more. There is so much more that you can do, that you can achieve. Okay? Let this coming year be the year that you will achieve. Now, your negative thoughts, where do they come from? Because the thoughts are not the only thing that you need to be careful about, but also the source where it comes from. You don't have to wake up in the morning and listen to news the first thing in the morning. You don't need to watch the first thing in the morning is, which country got bombed, or, who got murdered and who got robbed. It can wait. I'm not saying don't watch news. It's very, very important for you to keep yourself updated with everything that is happening around, but that need not be the first thing in the morning. The series, the shows that you watch, the books that you read, be mindful of what is it that you are consuming. The first thing in the morning, get up, be grateful for that beautiful day that you're waking up. Everything is sunny, or it's raining, it's beautiful rain, it's snowing, it's a beautiful day for a beach, it's a beautiful day for a walk. Admire that day, be grateful for that day. Have a cup of hot beverage, your coffee, your tea, a glass of hot water in the morning with your lemon if you do that. Look outside your window, your balcony, admire the beauty of the nature, admire the beauty. Turn on a beautiful song that makes you feel at peace. Let your mind absorb that vibration of a beautiful song. Do you know what I'm saying, guys? It really, really matters. The first thing that you listen to, the first thought that you get in the morning, it's very, very important. Surround yourself with people who speak well, who think well, who tell you what is it that you need to do in a constructive way. So this year, let's start by having a healthy dialogue with your brain. You are going for an interview, tell yourself, it's okay if there are 20 other people. See, there are so many things I'm bringing into the table. Let me go and tell them what is it that I'm bringing in. Feel confident about yourself, guys. You are worth it. It's you. Okay? It's you. There is a reason you are you. You cannot be anyone else. You cannot be those 20 people. Those 20 people are individuals. Those 20 other individuals, but you are you. And there cannot be anyone else who is you. So, are you ready to start this new year with a healthy, with a positive dialogue with yourself? Let's get started with this year and wish you very, very happy new year to all my subscribers, to everyone who is here with me this evening. You take care of yourself and have an excellent year. I will see you soon with a new video, a new content. Let's stay positive and stay healthy. Goodbye, my darling.